Hi everyone, this is Kimberly Mata. I am your GA for Dr. Gallego's Social Work 3355 for Human Trafficking course for spring semester. I hope that this workshop is helpful for y'all. Um, a little bit about me and then we'll get into things. I am a second year MSW program graduate student here at Our Lady of the Lake. And I got my bachelor's in psychology at UTSA back in 2020. So I'm also here to be a resource if y'all need any help, any guidance, any questions about higher education, going to grad school. My program is in social work. So if you have any questions about that, I am more than happy to answer. And I think you guys all have my email and then just chat with me to reach me through Blackboard as well. We will go ahead and get started. I hope that this recording goes as planned. The first thing, let me go ahead and share with y'all. Okay. The first item that we are going to look at is before we get into the actual APA side of things, is just kind of going over the assignments, expectations, all that good stuff. So the first thing I'm going to pull is, I don't know if I can make this bigger or not. Okay, there we go. This is a example week one discussion for Dr. Gallegos' class. And so discussions versus reflection papers, there is some difference in between both of them. You have your aligned objectives, your purpose, and then the instructions for the initial post. So what I'm looking at whenever I'm grading is, did you answer these three questions, these three prompts and outlines? So for this one, it'd be like one, two, and three. And then what I also look for, and this is I think where the mechanics of grammar come in, is your initial post should be 200 to 300 words, including at least two references to back up your initial post. And then be sure to have addressed all parts. So just making sure that you've addressed all these questions up here. And then, of course, making sure that your grammar, your spelling, all that good stuff is done well. Um, and then the second part to that, actually, I don't think I screenshotted it, but with discussion post, you are also required to do two, unless Dr. Gallegos tells you otherwise, you have to respond to two peers. So I do look to that. I do look into that as well when I'm grading. So each peer response is worth 20 points a piece. So that's a good chunk of a grade. And so yes, those have to be between 100 to no more than 200 words. So not super long. Of course, you want to have enough in that body that is not just saying I agree, awesome, good job. Add some meat into that. Um, one of the I guess differences in between discussion posts and reflection papers is that discussion posts don't necessarily have to be an APA format. You can just upload regularly, if that makes sense. I'll show you the difference between both of them in a second. But yeah, you just do have to have a reference page and making sure that you're citing your references. Also, in-text citation is also very important. It won't disqualify you, but I just feel like those are always really great things to note as you continue your education. So this is for a discussion post. And then this one is for a reflection paper. So we'll go ahead and get into that one. So again, you have your aligned objectives, purpose, assignment, instructions, and then all the requirements. So kind of the same thing. You're going to identify, describe, write about this stuff in your in the body. So all these different, items, and then it tells you how long the reflection, how long the piece should be. So just has to be within 1 to 2 pages for this one, for this example. Again, the requirements are should be written in first person, making sure that you're addressing all the assigned prompts, so all this stuff up here. Again, checking for appropriate grammar, usage, and spelling. At least two references. If you do more than two references, that's fine. If you do less than two references, it will affect your grade. So you just want to make sure that you're, putting in your references as well in your pieces. And then this is where it differentiates between a reflection paper and then a discussion post. So it's going to be APA format, double spaced, 1 to 2 pages, and include like an additional reference page. So I'm going to show you now. Well, you can still see everything. Okay. I think I'm still sharing. Yes, I am. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a example of my own like writing piece. I'm hoping this is still sharing or not. Okay, I think that's yeah. So, oh my gosh, there we go. I was trying to figure out how to do this. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to move the screen. Okay, so you have here a okay, we'll just do it like this. An example of like my own writing piece. So when it comes to APA formatting, the cover page, super important. Make sure that you do have that included in your, especially your reflection papers. Um, 1 second, my puppy is chewing on something. Okay, sorry. So yeah, so the cover page about it is gonna say like the title, and then you're gonna put your name under that. So whatever your name is. Then you're gonna put your school. So unless you're in a specific program or in a specific like school program or stuff like that, I have to put Wharton School of Social Services, but you would just put Our Lady of the Lake. Then you put what class you're in. So you're gonna put like social work 3355, human trafficking course, your professor's name, so Dr. Gallegos, and then just the date that you're like doing your assignment on. So that's basically what the cover page looks like. You want to make sure that you do have that, especially when it comes to reflection papers. So then you move into the body. This is kind of, I think this one's a long one. You move into the body, you just write. Then at the end, you're gonna put your references. So um, obviously the two references that I have. And yeah, so you have your mechanics, your APA, your formatting, um, your body. You can if you would like to. It depends on the professor and what they say about this, but sometimes they do require like subheadings, and so it just kind of makes the piece more like easily readable, but it just depends on like, your professor. I think Dr. Gagos like doesn't require you to do that, so I think you're fine. But just in like heads up for future classes. And then yeah, you're gonna do your references. For references, you do want to, okay, this one's not right, but you essentially want to make sure that they're in alphabetical order. So if I had an author with like the last name of like Bermudez, then it would go before the C's. So for this one, obviously, I didn't do a good job because this one would go before since it's code and this one's Cornayor. So that would be, second. So you kind of like have to make sure that, small little details, obviously, that will not be like a huge deal. The biggest things when grading is just like the body, making sure that everything is, there, making sure that your grammar is there, making sure that you are responding to two peers in your class, and making sure that you are just following, all those guidelines. And yeah, after that, you should be good. Make sure also that you are in um double spaced. Trying to find the word. Making sure that your entire body, everything actually is double spaced. So you do want to make sure that that also goes into the APA format of things. And then, yeah, nothing too crazy. I'm also lastly going to show you all my own personal, okay, I think you can see it, but my own personal site that I like to go on for like citations. So this is what it looks like. It's obviously just a screenshot. Oh my gosh, my puppy's getting into my plants. Hold on. Nochi! No, ma'am, come here. I feel like she senses sometimes, like when I'm in meetings or whatever, like that she can go off the grid a little bit. But anyway, so this is what the website looks like. I am going to send y'all the direct link just so that y'all have it. Um, but it's so easy. Like you can either cite websites, books, articles, and so much more. Obviously I use it, like those are all citations from a previous, like most recent piece that I worked on. Um, and so yeah, I usually just copy paste it because it's so easy. I know that they have the old school, like, I think I used to use like AP Bib or something, or like Purdue Owl. But I've just found this to be so easy and so helpful, and it's been great. I think it's a great resource to have. So you're just gonna copy and paste into your like, you know, writing piece. I'm gonna try to close this off now. Um, Okay, maybe that's why. There we go. So, sorry guys, I'm back, I think. Okay. So, yeah, those are the biggest things with APA. I hope that this helps, and I hope that you guys can all use it for your benefit. If you have any questions ever, literally email me. I'm more than happy to answer any questions, to help, to like further clarify anything, anytime. My email, you have it. It's KA Hernandez23FL at olusa.edu. Um, but yeah, I'm always like checking my email. So I'm just here to hopefully make this course like a little bit, um, you know, not easier for y'all, but I hope that this can help in some sort of way. Um, but yeah, if you ever have any questions, let me know. Always happy to answer. And I will get started on grading this coming week. So I'm very excited to just kind of see where y'all are at. And my line's always open. So I hope to hear from you all, and I hope that y'all have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your weekend.